crashing here, and we are live for day 3 of Ascendance 11. This has already been an unforgettable event this past weekend, but we still have one more jam-packed night of action, and we are getting things started with the magnificent 8 ladder match. And indeed, as you just heard from myself, from my good friend Chris Diamond, along with Blake Virtue and the rest of Resurgence, the Union has gotten together, and we demand justice for how we have been wronged here in London, England. And I have put my name into the hat. If all is fair in the world, the higher-ups will take notice. We won't be quiet. Make me general manager of Octane, and I will restore fairness here in CMV. As Zara Reed steps into the ring, the only one of the 8 competitors here in this matchup to have previously held the Women's World Championship. And that's what's on the line right there in that briefcase, of contract that can be cashed in anytime, anywhere for a shot at the Women's World Championship. Of course, the other night during day 2 of Ascendance 11, we saw Unbjorn capture the Money in the Bank briefcase. And he can now cash in anytime he wants for a shot at either the Global Championship or the Undisputed Championship. And out comes Beatrice Lotus. This time, last year, Ascendance 10, Lotus's partner, Violet Evans, a part of the Magnificent 8 ladder match. You know, we've talked time and time again, or I've talked about how Beatrice Lotus, what a rookie year she had. 2-time Women's Tag Team Champion, setting new records in the Women's Royal Rumble match, entering the Elimination Chamber back at Purgatory, and now steps out of the grandest stage of them all, looking to become Miss Magnificent 8. What a night this is going to be, my friends. By the way, bless Gumble for the extra sub there. I seen it. We have got Paul Moda returning to a CMB ring to challenge Peligro for the Anarchy Championship. We have got Jay Young, and perhaps his final match, taking on his former protege, Ben Stacy. We've got Country Club Rules, Hunter Quinn, challenging the Earl for the Intercontinental Championship, and we've got our main event. Shay Hoxton defends his Undisputed Championship against Ricky Jelani. And so far here at Ascendance 11, we've crowned a new Global Champion and a new Women's World Champion. Will it be 3 for 3? We'll find out in our main event. As out next comes Amber Young, the mixed martial artist, with her Ascendance debut here. Hard hitting. Got those bare feet. Will that help her or potentially hinder her in a ladder match? I guess we'll find out. Again, only one of these 8 women has held the Women's World Championship, and that's Zara Reed. For the other 7, this is an opportunity to break the proverbial glass ceiling. We saw Ellie Quinn make use of the Magnificent 8 contract only a few months ago, cash it in to become Women's World Champion. Of course, her reign met its end a couple of nights ago at the hands of Xiaorong. And here comes the always terrifying Precious Pratt. Now, many of the competitors in this matchup, rookies. This is their debut season. For one of them, could be on the fast track to that Women's World Championship. Could it be Precious Pratt with the devil on her shoulder? Well, we all saw the Money in the Bank ladder match a couple of nights ago. It might not have been the longest match in CMB history, but it was certainly hard-hitting as Ugurn climbed the ladder to become Mr. Money in the Bank. And I'm sure we're going to see the same here in this one. Hard-hitting it will be, but for one woman, it's going to be worth it. And here comes the self-proclaimed main character of CMB, who's already been walking around calling herself Miss Magnificent 8. That's how confident Gianna is that she leaves here tonight with that briefcase. Has certainly wasted it in no time these last couple of months, putting herself on the map and letting everyone who can hear it know that she is the main character of CMB. Everything revolves around her. You know she's got to love coming out here in front of these tens of thousands of fans in the O2 Arena, London, England. I'm sure Gianna not happy to have to share the ring, though, with her rival, Celestina Marquez. Two of them have been going at each other's throats this past month. And, of course, Marquez knocking off Gianna just about a week ago in that Falls Count Anywhere match. But certainly the biggest woman in this matchup, the muscle mommy, looking to use her power to walk out of here tonight, Miss Magnificent 8. Marquez, the favorite of many for a good reason. The former women's hardcore champion making her Ascendance debut and looking to make it one to remember. With there being as many rookies as there are in this matchup, the veterans could be looking to potentially have an advantage. Although when it comes to Ari Lee, a former women's world champion, had one of the most meteoric rises, guys, in CMB history. Debuting last season after a couple of weeks winning the Women's Royal Rumble match at Mob Violence and going on to dethrone Ashley Rain to become Women's World Champion. And she has worked all season long so far, working her way back up to the top. Besting Chloe Marks. Besting Amber Young. And now she's made it to the show of shows. Now she has a chance to become Women's World Champion once again. And last, but most certainly not least, Big Vic in the chat. The woman with undoubtedly the most experience in this matchup, but making her Ascendance debut. Lexi Moniz has done it all around the world. A near 20-year career, 30-time women's champion. Lexi Moniz looking to add another championship to her resume here in CMV. And our lineup is set. 8 women. 1 prize on the line. Magnificent 8. Who will climb that ladder? Who will secure their future? Ooh, cartwheel right past the ladder. Showing no fear is Lexi Moniz. The winner of this all but guaranteed to go on to become Women's World Champion. It's not completely guaranteed, though. A cash-in has failed a couple of times throughout CMV as the bell rings, and here we go. And most recently, a couple years ago, Xiaorong cashed in, but failed. But look what happened to her a couple nights ago. The main event of Ascendance Day 2, beating Ellie Quinn to become Women's World Champion. Celestina Marquez will be the first one to grab a ladder. She's not wasting any time as Zara Reed takes out Gianna, gets caught with a clothesline by the Muscle Mommy. Oh, Precious Pratt and Beatrice Lotus duping it out here in front of the announce table. Ari Lee dropped on her head. These two have had a hard-hitting rivalry over the last couple of months. Hopefully they don't let their rivalry get in the way of the objective here, though. Climbing that ladder. Unhooking that briefcase, becoming Miss Magnificent 8. Irish whip sends Gianna down to the outside. Moniz immediately with a Hurricane Rana. The Precious Pratt as Lee gets dropped by Beatrice Lotus. That briefcase hanging high above the ring. We saw a couple nights ago Bjorn climb that ladder to become Mr. Money in the Bank. Who's going to join him with that pristine opportunity to become Women's World Champion? Hurricanrana dropped as Moniz. Amber Young gets thrown off to the side at the hands of Precious Pratt, tosses Zara Reed into the ring. Of course, things didn't go too well for Zara Reed's tag team partner Ashley Riot on day 1 of Ascendance 11, being put through a flaming table by Xiaorong. Maybe things will go a bit better for Reed here. Beautiful tilt-a-whirl face buster by the Lady Samurai. A lot of fighting here at ringside. Of course, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to win this match is to unhook that briefcase. Carry to Zara over to the corner as Precious Pratt brings out another ladder right to the face of Gianna. As Marquez going to roll to the outside, taking that ladder with her pendulum drop kick by the veteran, the living legend. Hurricanrana spikes. Moniz pulled into a short arm clothesline. Everybody at ringside now. A couple of shots sneak up by Lotus as Pratt is having herself a little bit of a laugh. I'm not too sure at what. Oh, wait a minute! Moniz could be going for her fisherman's neck breaker, but Reed escaped before her neck is drilled down onto the ladder. That was a clutch save right there by Zara Reed. Amber Young all the while tossing around Pratt like it ain't no thing. But of course the chicken wang. Gianna chilling here up against the barricade, has to wake herself up. Oh, she's pissed. Tearing apart the British announce table. It can't catch a break here at Ascendance 11. Zara Reed caught in the tree of woe position. Wait a minute. Lexi is going coast to coast. Coast to coast. Despite Lotus trying to interfere, nails it. Does Lexi Moniz, and these fans in the O2 Arena up on their feet. Throwing his Amber Young face first into the apron. Speaking of the Brits, we got a special get. What is Pratt doing? Trying to sneak up on Amber Young. As I was saying, though, we've got a special guest here tonight, guys. My good friend, the former, and should still be global champion, Chris Diamond, gonna be behind the commentary table, calling a bit of the action later on. Lexi Moniz the first to grab the briefcase. Marquez up there to stop her. Lotus trying to stop the both of them. It's not strong enough though. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Superplex! Off the top of the ladder! Holy shit! Holy shit! Lexi Moniz splat on the canvas, but hang on a second. Beatrice Lotus has the briefcase. Lotus has hands on the briefcase, but Gianna climbing up to stop her. Holy shit! Neck breaker! Off the top! Goodbye, Gianna! And Lotus straight back up! Trying to take down the case! But now Zara Reed attempting to stop her. The ladder's been knocked over. Pulled down into an electric chair. Oh, Gianna! Russian leg sweep onto the ladder. The main character can't catch a break. Everybody sent to the outside. These women are holding nothing back in the pursuit of becoming Miss Magnificent 8. What is a good strategy in a matchup like this? I can't tell you. I can tell you what it takes to last longest in a Royal Rumble match. I did it a couple of years ago. But a ladder match like this? No thank you. Gianna looking for perhaps the Gianna driver. Laying out Moniz face first, but her rival right there with the backside driver onto the ladder. Gianna, man, pulling the short straw. Marquez to the top of the ladder. Lotus trying to stop her. Marquez has got the briefcase. Marquez has the briefcase. Gianna pushes it over. The ladder, that is powerbomb onto the ladder. There's a receipt for you. Ari Lee gonna get a leg drop DDT as Lotus clothesline tossing Reed out of the corner. Immediately though, Gianna greeting her with the Gianna driver onto the ladder. Lotus face first, dropped on the ladder. Marquez back into the ring. Two ladders in play here. Someone pulled out a chair. I didn't even see that. Lotus is somehow already back to her feet. Grabs the ladder. Down to the outside she's sent though, courtesy of Precious Pratt. That leaves only Gianna and Amber Young in the ring right now. Gianna gonna give Amber Young a taste of that top rope. Attempting to clear the ring, attempting to give herself a chance to climb that ladder uncontested. That ladder right now is in a very awkward position, hanging out of the ring. And Marquez gonna try to go for it, or not. Thought she was. Spiked is Reed with that poison Frankensteiner. Kicking off Ascendance Day 3. It's the Magnificent 8 ladder match. And I'm sorry, fellas, but this has already been a more hard-hitting matchup than Money in the Bank. These gals are killing each other for this opportunity. A good reason to change the course of one woman's career. Everybody exhausted at this point. Gianna especially. You gotta feel bad for her, man. The fall she has taken in this match. But she's still standing. Respect where it's due. Oh, but now gets tossed. Face first into the ladder, Gianna, man. Maybe you should just go ahead and leave. Just get out of here, Gianna, before your career is cut short. Beautiful disaster kick. Down goes Young. Marquez just pacing back and forth over here. As Young gets sent down to the outside, that leaves only Gianna and Lotus in the ring, not for long. Back in is Moniz. Looks like she's trying to go for that ladder. Second guesses herself, trying to take out Lotus now with a springboard back elbow. Shot on Reed with a vicious knee to the jaw of Amber Young. Already Lee has brought out a kendo stick right over the head of Reed. Young gonna stop her though. Trying to take her for a walk, but Lady Samurai says no thank you. Gianna in the ring with a leg drop DDT to Moniz. Ari Lee at ringside. Tiger driver down onto the floor. Back in the ring, Moniz counters the GG driver. Slap across the face, the veteran being cheeky but pays for it as Lotus comes out of nowhere to take her down. Now to the top rope, perhaps even with that Houston hangover. Oh, goes for a regular leg drop, but does not connect. Everybody back into the ring one by one. Lotus sent down to the outside. Moniz sent down to the outside. Gianna sent down to the outside. There goes Precious Pratt. Very quickly, the ring is cleared again. Zara Reed. Gonna go for the ladder, but Marquez standing in the way. There's Precious Pratt going. Having herself a ginger little jaunt. Gets back into the ring. Pratt has been uber impressive since the start of this new season. You know, she's only been defeated at one-on-one once. Has herself an impressive record, but it could only become more impressive if she leaves here tonight. Miss Magnificent 8. Big knee to the face, and down goes Pratt. Marquez trying to pick herself up on the apron. The fellas were not playing around, man. Day 2, they got Money in the Bank over with as quickly as possible. Well, these gals ain't playing. Amber Young brings another ladder into the ring. I believe Rubik's last Ascendance match was Ascendance 5. Defending his light heavyweight championship against Bill Maverick. Big gouge to the eye by Lotus, trying to blind Gianna here. Come on, man. If it ain't Ozone, get out of here. Well, it looks like Zara Reed and Lexa Moniz gonna team up. DDT to Lotus. The veterans trying to take out the rookie. No, but Chris Diamond indeed will be joining us later tonight on commentary. The former and should still be global champion. Precious Pratt taking her fight with Lotus to ringside. Gianna gonna pick up a ladder. Nobody's had hands on the briefcase in a couple of minutes here. Gianna uses it as a weapon. Well, Zara Reed gonna set up the ladder. Amber Young's got a ladder as well. She's gonna toss to the side. Up goes Zara Reed. Zara Reed trying to grab the briefcase. Amber Young up there to stop her. Doesn't have the time. Oh my God! Amber Young, no! Zara counters! Zana counters! Saving her skin, that's for sure. What a reversal by Zana. Talk about by the skin of your teeth. Well, Marquez gets out of the way. I'm going for that briefcase. Everyone else be damned. Zana knocking her down off the top, but now Amber Young has got the briefcase. Zana knocks over the ladder, drops her onto the ladder with a power bomb. Ari Lee with a gorgeous tiger driver. Back into the ring is Ari. Sends Zana off the ropes, but doesn't see Pratt coming up from behind. Has a kendo stick now. There's Amber. A KO bombshell, going to use it to try and tear apart the quad of Lexi Moniz. Sets up the ladder. Does Beatrice Lotus. No chance to climb it. Ari Lee getting in her way. Zana's going to climb it, though. She says, thank you very much. Oh, very bright all of a sudden. Zana Reed's got the briefcase. The ladder tips over, though. She's hanging on for dear life. Pratt pulls her down into an electric chair. Jesus Christ himself came down to witness that. That blinding light got in Zana's eyes. Lotus trying to wake herself up. Looks like she's going to join the fun between Gianna and Zana Reed. Jesus said, hold up, my money's not on you. He had to run that interference real quick. Celestina with that backslide driver hers takes out Zana. As Ari Lee gets a taste of my announce table. Hey, come on now. Not the dummy. Throwing Zana down to the outside. An amalgamation of ladders there on the left. Not too sure what's going on. Celestina, who is she talking to? Cross-legged patella brainbuster. And I was wrong, actually, I just realized, saying that Zana Reed was the only former Women's World Champion here. Ari Lee, of course, as well. With two former Women's World Champions here. As Lotus gets her package pile driver attempt countered with an Alabama slam. The fact that Gianna is still standing is impressive in and of itself. After all the nasty shots she has taken in this match so far. Now Amber Young, barefoot to the face, kind of nasty. And sweaty feet. Beatrice Lotus trying to keep Young at bay here. Back into the ring, Precious Pratt. Gonna go right for the ladder. That briefcase hanging on by a thread at this point. Pratt decides she does not want to win. Lexi Moniz brings in another ladder. Gets Precious Pratt thrown right into her. I'm saying, that briefcase looks like it can fall any second now. I guess in that case, whoever catches it, right, will be the winner. It'll be a scramble. Drag gets Moniz at the hands of Ari Lee, but fights out of it. Marquez setting up Gianna. That inverted Alabama slam, kissing the canvas. Ladder there in the corner, teetering. Has the kendo stick. Does Ari Lee using it to try and track the skull of Amber Young? I saw that post. I didn't get a chance to read it. All I saw was the very end. That sounded like a terrorist attack. I don't know who posted that. I can't see. Up onto the shoulders. Celestina Marquez. TKO. Lays out Gianna. Is Razor Windu in the building? Oh, Gumbo knows. Where's Man Wolf? That briefcase, guys, could fall any minute. And Gianna's looking to be the one to grab it. The main character of CMV. Gonna stop our elite from trying to climb. The stroke! The stroke! Gianna! Up the ladder she goes! Will this be the Gianna show? She's got the briefcase! Ari Lee trying her best to push the ladder over, and she does! Drops Gianna with a power bomb. Big spinning kick from Amber Young takes out Lee. Precious Pratt going for the ladder. I fully believe, guys, the next woman to grab that briefcase will be our winner. That's how loose it is. Whoever's the next to climb up that ladder will beat Miss Magnificent 8. Lotus cannot hear her package pile driver to save her life. Counters it, does Marquez with an Alabama slammer. Meanwhile, Gianna stopping herself from getting a suplex onto that ladder. She says enough is enough already. Bull snap vertical suplexes. Beatrice, Lotus, whatever the rest of the Trento is, I'm sure watching and cheering her on. Can't be too far. Violet Evans is from the good old UK. That sounded more strong. Drop is Moniece getting the snake eyes. Lotus, meanwhile, not playing around. She's going for that ladder. Decides against it. Tanahashi clothesline by the veteran, followed up by a drop kick right upside the head. The poor British announce table. All broken up, man. Those announce tables are expensive, especially the British announce tables. Maybe a break over here. You know the Brits. They love their taxes. Lotus just admiring the trio of short arm clotheslines here by Precious Pratt. Snaps back to reality. Grabs the ladder. Going to put it in the corner, though, instead of trying to win. Don't know about that game plan. Another Tiger Driver. This cameraman loves Ari Lee's Tiger Driver. Every single time she gets a close-up. It is impressive. It's a good Tiger Driver. Don't get me wrong. Backslide driver to Reed. Oh, it caught the back of her head, I think. Right on the corner of the ladder there. Precious Pratt with a barrage of headbutts. Taking down Amber Young. Oh, Lotus! Dropped. Face first down out of the ladder. And then Ari Lee taken out. Here comes Moniece, Gianna on her. Big Irish whip off the ropes, but before Moniece can follow up with anything, Precious Pratt from behind. Amber Young up against the British announce table. Fisherman's neckbreaker from the 30-time women's champion. Looking to make it a 31-time women's champion. She can win Miss Magnificent 8 here. Oh, a small package by Moniece, but there are no pinfalls allowed here. The only way to win is to unhook that briefcase. Moniece realizing. Pulling that Macho Man in the Rumble. Pinning Yokozuna right there. Well, right now, only Precious Pratt and Moniece in the ring, not for long. Here comes Marquez. Kick to the midsection by Zadar. Stroke onto the chair! A stroke onto the chair! And Beatrice Lotus ain't getting back up, I don't think. Oh, and she gets right back up. You can't stay down, man. Not in a match like this. Beatrice Lotus, she might be hurt. In fact, she is for certain. But it's do or die here. Someone just tapped. I'm not too sure who just tapped, but I heard it. You can't win by submission either. Look at that briefcase, man. Looks like it's about to fall if there's a slight breeze here in the O2 Arena. Big old rocket kick from Zara Reed. We got a concoction there in the corner. That one ladder wedged into the ladder that's in the corner. Forearm to the back of Zada's head, and down she goes. Sit out powerbomb shows off her power. But in comes Amber Young. Looks like she's thinking about picking up that ladder. Knocked into the corner. Certainly not going to be a very comfortable position. Oh, Ari Lee. Letting Marquez down onto the floor. Not too sure what's going on in the ring right now. Having a little bit of a Mexican standoff. Next to Moniz. Giving Gianna a taste of her knee right there. Whoever climbs that ladder next, guys, Gianna and Young gonna work together. Taking down Precious Pratt. Just about putting her through the canvas. Oh, Precious Pratt. Donk off the ladder. Everybody back in the ring now except for Lexi Moniz talking a bit of shit. She's gonna join the party. Gets immediately thrown back down to the outside by Amber Young. Fisherman's driver by the KO bombshell. Someone's got to get that ladder, man. Someone's got to set it up. Someone has got to be our winner here tonight. Who's going to walk out of London, England as Miss Magnificent 8? We can't say at this point that not a single one of these women doesn't deserve it. What they have put their bodies through here in this matchup. This is maybe one of the more brutal matches we have seen in a long time here in CMB. Maybe of all time. Trying to clear the ring. Oh, Aria Lee left alone. Only for a couple of seconds though. Moniz is going to go up the ladder. She says, enough fooling around. Can't really set it up though. Used it as a weapon and now sets it up perfectly. Moniz up the ladder. Lexi Moniz grabbing the briefcase. Lexi Moniz. Lexi Moniz. But no. Oh, come on. She's hanging on. She's hanging on. She's not giving up. But Sada yoinks her down for an electric chair. Moniz, 21! Shout out to Ola Hoxton. Getting ready for our main event here tonight. Man, I would have bet anything that this match was over when Moniz had hands on the briefcase there. Here comes Gianna with a chair. Going after Moniz, but caught with a Hurricane Rana. What a way to kick off Ascendance Day 3. That's right, we are just kicking things off here, guys. This is our first match of the evening. Amber Young's going for the ladder in the corners, trying to set it up a little bit better. She can't really get it exactly where she wants it. Amber Young on her OCD arc here. Some barefoot stomps right to the back of the head. Amber gonna grab the ladder out of the corner again, sets it up way off though. Way off. I'm fairly certain not to be able to grab the briefcase from that angle. Oh, Amber Young gets thrown face first into it. And down to the outside she goes. Zara Reed's gonna give it a shot. She realizes that there's no chance though. A little bit too far to the right. Someone's gonna have to reset it. The ring full for a couple of seconds there. We're gonna have Young and Moniz trying to team up with the Muscle Mommy. Says, I don't think so. Ari Lee gonna try, but she's also realizing there's no shot. Wait, there is! Ari Lee! Ari Lee! Ari Lee has done it! Ari Lee has done it! Ari Lee is Miss Magnificent 8! Her patience paying off as she waited for the briefcase to swing in her direction and grabbed it at the right moment to become Miss Magnificent 8. What a match. An unforgettable ladder match here at Ascendance 11. And Ari Lee surviving the mayhem to become Miss Magnificent 8. Amber Reed indeed revving up to go on her world tour. Make sure you don't miss any of those phenomenal matches by following her Twitter page there. And the YouTube is coming up next, guys. Could be the very last matchup for Jae Young here in CMV, as he has put his career on the line in order to teach his former protege a lesson in respect here tonight. Two Brits battling in the O2 Arena. This is a massive moment for the TV Nightmare to be competing here. His friends and family in attendance. But it could turn out to be his final match. It all started months ago. I mean, really upon Jae Young bringing Ben Stacy into CMV at the start of the end of last season. And really, from the get-go, Jae Young proved to not exactly be the most tender teacher, verbally and physically abusing Ben Stacy. For months and months and months, it only got worse. And we could see Ben Stacy all the while grinding his teeth because he didn't want to pass up on this massive opportunity to compete here in CMV. But he finally said enough is enough last month when he ditched Jae Young in that tag team match. Said, no longer am I going to allow you to push me around. You may have brought me into CMV. You may have taught me a lot of what I know. But I am who I am because of the hard work I put in, not because of you. Jae Young begs to differ, though, And he's so confident that he knows what's right, that he has put his career on the line here. If Ben Stacy defeats him, Jae Young has vowed to hang up the wrestling boots for good. So here we are, the O2 Arena. Jae Young, the teacher. Ben Stacy, the student. Who is better? We find out right now. As the referee rings that bell, and immediately Ben Stacy tries to come out with a right hook. Nice block by Young, but caught now with a hammerlock. Turned into a bit of a side slam. And an early pin attempt. Can you imagine if Young's career is over that easily? No, kicks out, does the former global champion. Tries to go to the ropes, but Stacy stops her. And the fact of the matter is, indeed, Ben Stacy is here in CMB because of Jae Young. But Ben Stacy, as talented as he is, he would have made it here on his own eventually. Jae Young taught him a lot of what he knows. So Ben Stacy, I believe, going to have to come up with something different here. Try and catch Jae Young off guard, because Young, well-versed, obviously, in Ben Stacy's arsenal. Another pin attempt off that moonsault, only a 2 count. Young Ben Stacy's not playing around. He's trying to embarrass Jae Young here at Ascendance 11. Tosses Stacy into the corner with that pump handle. Slowly brings him to his feet, tries to go low, waiting for him though. Nice counter there by Stacy. Months on end of verbal abuse, of physical abuse. Jae Young wanted to call it tough love, but it went beyond that. Nice head scissors by Young. Stacy right back to his feet, though, responds with a kick and an elbow to the upper back. Ben Stacy certainly in control early on here in this matchup. Pulls at the arm. Trying to wear his teacher down. There's some punches right across the face. This has to feel good for Ben Stacy. All that anger, that frustration he's been keeping pent up, allowed to unload here at Ascendance 11, the biggest match of his career. What could turn out to be our last time seeing Jae Young in a CMB ring. But that's how sure Jae Young is that he's the better man. And that only he knows what's best for Ben Stacy. That without him, Ben Stacy will be nothing more than a curtain jerker. I don't believe that. I think a great many in the CM universe don't believe that. Ben Stacy has the potential to be a future star here in CMB, but I don't know if he can as long as Jae Young is looming over him. Another pump handle tossing Ben Stacy overhead. Stomp to the bicep. Jae Young trained by Hall of Famer Dave Turner. Ben Stacy trained by Jae Young. He's got 2 of the absolute best of the best who have taught him what it takes to be a star here in CMB. I mean, there's no better lineage than that. Jae Young hoisting Stacy up to his feet. Brings him into a snap vertical suplex down on the floor. Nice catch though by Stacy, turning into an arm drag. Back into the ring, doesn't want to end up winning this matchup via a count out. He wants a definitive victory here. Kick to the head and another elbow drop to the downed Young. Not going to let him get very far. Stomp to the face. Now to the bicep. Picking apart Jae Young. Slowly but surely. Gets to his feet, misses that grab attempt though, catches the clothesline, and another one. Kick countered, trips him off his feet, lets out a little woo! But these fans in the O2 Arena certainly rallying behind young Ben Stacy. But will it be enough? Great counter by Jay Young. Kicks to the back of the knee. Big throat thrust. Forearm smash. It's going to be a bitter end. Bitter end for the student here at Ascendance 11. 1, 2, no. Ben Stacy kicks out, but Jay Young doesn't fret. Right back on the attack. Caught with a clothesline, though. Great reflexes by Stacy as Young rolls out onto the apron. Sends him down to the outside with a drop kick. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Jay Young. Pacing back and forth as Jay Young takes his time, but Ben Stacy's going to go back on the attack. Caught. Young with a shoulder breaker. Softening up Ben Stacy as much as he can. Uranagi! A tough landing there for Stacy on the floor. Hammerlock suplex. It's all Young right now. He is all over Ben Stacy like white on rice. And it is figure four. Figure four applied. But at ringside, this won't do Jay Young any good other than wearing down Ben Stacy. This isn't false count anywhere. Counters to Stacy. Up to a count of 5 as the ref. Stacy with a Uranagi of his own. Getting a taste of his own medicine there. Quickly, Young going to throw him off to the side. Gets back into the ring. Just standing there. Soaking it all in. Soaking in this moment. To be here in the O2 Arena with his friends and family in attendance. But the same is said for Ben Stacy. That's why these two are going at it like they are. Tiger driver on the floor. Throws Young chest first into the apron. Gets back into the ring again. Stacy not wanting this match to end via shenanigans. He wants a definitive outcome, one way or the other. Young wakes up, gets back into the ring. Stacy waiting for him. Kick to the midsection. Grabs a hold of the arm. Pele kick to the elbow. Young turns around. Stacy right there. Greets him with a kick to the gut. Forearm smash. Another bitter end. Bitter end. A second time. Shoots the half into the pin. 1. Rope break. Rope break. Are you kidding me? The ref sees that rope break, but not Chris Diamond's. Unbelievable. But lucky indeed for Ben Stacy, who might have been dead to rights there, if not for the wherewithal, but Jay Young still in control. Goes to the outside, suicide dive by the TV Nightmare. Follows it up with a wicked knee across the face. Throws him now gut first into the announce table. Watch for the WJ. Oh, the British announce table torn apart. The British announce table wrecked by Jay Young. Tosses him back into the ring. Took too much time playing around with the announce table. Back in, Young catches him. Half Nelson. Drops Stacy on his head. And now from Brett's rope. Rallying, Stacy to his feet. European uppercut. Stacy right back up though. Jawbreaker, whatever he has left. Pushing with all of his might. Hurricanrana, followed up by that knee drop. Young frantically gets to his feet. Stacy stays on him with a vertical suplex. Tearing at that arm once again. Slowly he has worn Jay Young down throughout the course of this match. As he looks surely to lock in that Fujiwara armbar of his. Another Hurricanrana. To his feet, Stacy has certainly turned the tide. He is in the driver's seat now. Double boot stop to the sternum of the TV Nightmare, but thinks quick. Arm wrench puts Stacy down, and Jay Young looking for a third and final bitter end, but Stacy counters. Forearm smash countered, slaps away the thrust attempt. Spanish fly! And Stacy looking for it. Counters to Jay Young. Kick to the gut. Stacy suplex cutter into the pin. 1, 2. But it isn't enough. Stacy into the corner, watching as Young picks himself up. Drop kick misses. Young playing possum. Head scissors tosses him down. Drags him out of the corner. Jay Young thinking about doing what I think he's gonna do. The bitter end. A third time. Good night, Ben Stacy. 1, 2. What? Three of them, four of them, a fourth bitter end. And surely 1, 2, 3. Jay Young victorious. What a match. Ben Stacy with absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. But Jay Young proving on the grandest stage of them all that he's the teacher for a reason. And Jay Young says, I'm not retiring today. Akiko back in CMV and wasting no time indeed, challenging Astrid Stern for her Rising Star Championship. Of course, Stern a couple nights ago, Ascendance 11 Day 2, retained her Rising Star Championship against Ashley Rain. Certainly got to be riding a high after a win like that, but not backing down from the challenges. Now it is time for the Women's Tag Team Championship to be decided. Fatal 4-way tornado tag team action here. As out first, the former champs, the Arsenal of Justice, Joy Justice, and Miasma, making their way to the ring. Of course, this matchup comes our way after these four teams engaging in a backstage brawl a couple of weeks ago, had to be pulled apart by an army of security and backstage crew. Shaw VW just trying to eat some chicken in the catering area and got absolutely bombarded by their three challengers here tonight, all wanting a shot on the grandest stage of them all. So Shaw VW, much like Astrid Stern before, not backing down from the challenge, saying, why don't you all come and get a piece then? Things obviously so-so for the Arsenal of Justice here at Ascendance 11, what with Amare Rivers getting obliterated by Bison the Barbarian, but the Harvester did pick up that big win against Blake Virtue on day 2 of Ascendance 11. So let's see if they can finish strong and bring back home the Women's Tag Team Championship. The Ascendance debut for both Ruby Rattel and Alexia Diamond, the Uncut Gems. Pretty surprising for Alexia Diamond. She's been in CMB for a couple of years now, but this is her first time making it to the show of shows, and certainly not looking to let such an opportunity slip through their fingers. Fatal 4-way tornado tag team action. This is going to be not elimination. That means the first team to gain either pinfall or submission in the ring leaves London, England with the Women's Tag Team Championship, which certainly puts the champions at a huge disadvantage here. They don't even have to be involved in the decision to lose their titles in this matchup. Well, I'm forgetting exactly what Alexia Diamond called the Orange Crush Girls. She had a pretty good name for them a couple of weeks ago. But they are certainly coming out here excited as can be in the Ascendance debut for Nao Nakata and the Carly Jenkins, looking for their first taste of gold here in CMV. And last but most certainly not least, the defending champions. Their reign undoubtedly in serious jeopardy here, but they wanted this challenge. challenge they most certainly are going to get. It was a real good feeling, a lovely moment. Riley Van Wilson a couple nights ago coming down to the ring to celebrate after Xiao Rong defeated Ellie Quinn to capture the Women's World Championship. Will the good feeling continue? Will the good times roll? Maggie Shaw and Riley Van Wilson putting the gold on the line. It's gonna be chaotic, but one of these teams gonna emerge with the Women's Tag Team Championship. So here we go, the bell rings. We jump straight into the action. No feeling about. No meat, no water. Into the midsection. Back into the corner is Ruby Rattel at the hands of Now Nakata. Ringside is Alexia Diamond. Maybe not a bad strategy in a matchup like this. Allowing her tag team partner to do the work. Now gets back into the ring and instantly pounced on by Nakata. Again, this is not elimination. The first team to get either the pin or the submission in the ring walks out with the Women's Tag Team Championship. Miasma with a knee to the face of Maggie Shaw, then goes right after Riley Van Wilson, tossing her off the side. Carly Jenkins getting thrown up the ramp. Comes running back down, targeting Alexia Diamond, able to get up those hands though, block that knee. Coming up next, my friends, for the first time since the main event of Ascendance 7, the former PJ Moon, Paul Mota, returns to a CMV ring as he looks to show us what true anarchy is all about, challenging Peligro for the Anarchy Championship. Of course, also still to come here tonight, we have got John Lipnick one-on-one with Joseph Santos. We've got an unsanctioned match as Troy Cole at last gets his hands on George King. We've got the Country Club Rules match as Hunter Quinn challenges the Earl for the Intercontinental Championship. And of course, we've got our main event, Shay Hoxton defending the Undisputed Championship against Ricky Delaney. Joy Justice tossed into the steel steps there, helped up to her feet by Now Nakata. What a nice gal. Justice doesn't think so, hitting her with that kick to the gut. In the ring, Alexia Diamond. Pele kick to drop Miasma. Maggie Shaw pops up to her feet. Diamond from behind, but didn't see that elbow coming off the ropes with a springboard forearm smash. Ruby Rattel, though, unable to catch Maggie Shaw off guard. Big pop-up punch it. Knock a couple of Ruby's teeth loose. No countouts, no disqualifications, obviously. It's going to take luck for one of these teams to manage a pin or a submission. Good timing. Much like the Magnificent 8 ladder match earlier, I don't know if there's a real strategy you could have for a matchup like this. You could come into the match with a game plan, sure, but with so many bodies constantly looking over your shoulder, it's really just right time, right place in a match like this. Spirit Bomb takes out Nakata, gets right back up to her feet, though. As you see Maggie Shaw putting the fists to Joy Justice there on the outside. Ruby Rattel Double knees to the face of Carly Jenkins, forcing her to smooch the canvas. Off the ropes. Nice swing neck breaker by Alexia Diamond. Up to the top rope she goes. Looking for something big. Body splash. Oh, Nakata able to get out of the way. Oh my God. Well, that's 3 matches in a row. 3 for 3. The British announce table destroyed. We should just stop putting it together at this point. Just leave it. Just leave it. In the ring, Alexia Diamond with that patented octopus stretch. But Miasma able to get out of it. Tailcoat Val in her lair on shore. Watching this matchup, Spider Spike! From the matriarch lays out Ruby Raquel. At ringside, snap vertical suplex by RBW. Headbutt now by Justice. Alexia Diamond going to come to the aid of her tag team partner, clothesline. Snap vertical suplex to O'Reilly. As Miasma tries to come off the top, and the initial drop kick goes nowhere for her though. Diamond's got a kendo stick. Shaw doesn't let her use it. Suicide dive, but Miasma coming up just a tad bit short. Rough landing, and Raquel capitalizes. Cloverleaf pain. Remember, this isn't Falls Count Anywhere. It's the first team to get either the pinfall or the submission in the ring that walks out with the Women's Tag Team Championship. Arsenal of Justice, the Uncut Gems, the Orange Crush Girls, and Shaw VW. Choke bomb! Takes down Wilson hard in front of the British announce table. Alexia Diamond in the ring all alone. These cows just having themselves a bit of a time here at ringside, utilizing the fact there's no countouts to beat the hell out of one another. Troy Justice slammed off the British announce table. Riley Van Wilson. What is Riley Van Wilson? Riley Van Wilson! Wait a minute! Long road bomb! Through the table! Holy shit! Holy shit! The British announce table now lies in ruin as Joy Justice, the tough SOB that she is, back into the fight already, but Raquel trying to keep her down. Come on, man! CMV ain't got the budget for this many tables. Alexia Diamond tossing Wilson back into the ring. It's going to be the Carly Jenkins going in after her, though. And Jenkins with the powerbomb. Doesn't look like she's finished, though. Carly Jenkins has got Wilson hurt here. Tosses her into the corner. Setting her up. Oh, double knees to the lower midsection. O'Reilly Van Wilson immediately hits her with another powerbomb. Holy shit. But RVW, we call her the Polish Warrior for a reason. Tossing Jenkins into the corner. Stopping a mud hole in that gal. Little drop kick. Gonna go after Nakata. Waiting for her to get to her feet, trying for the stunner. Nakata gets out of the way, misses the big boot. Riley Van Wilson setting her up. Oh, kick right to the head. A forearm exclamation point on that beating. Murderous stomps to the chest as we see Miasma get dropped disgustingly on her neck. The announce table over here in bits and pieces. Just stay away from my announce table, alright? Don't mess with the dummy. Anything but the dummy. Now Nakata with a powerbomb attempt of her own, but RVW able to escape with some well-placed punches. Sunset flip powerbomb! And goodbye RVW, at least for now, as Nakata gonna turn her attention to Miasma. Forearm smash with the Yakuza kick. To the top rope she goes. Nakata could be looking to fly. And fly she does! Moonsault! Executed to perfection. Chef's kiss. Puts her in the corner now. Whatever she was setting up for. Keeps her at bay. Does Miasma. Reels her in for that Tiger Bomb. Maggie Shaw from behind with a clothesline. Didn't get all of it. Got enough of it though. Miasma quickly to her feet. Butterfly suplex. Nakata. Basement dropkick. Catching Miasma unaware. Ruby Rattel to her feet. And Nakata has an old school pile driver waiting for her. Alexia Diamond all the while with the clover leaf. The clover leaf applied. Here on Carly Jenkins. She's going to roll to safety. Diamond staying out of those suicide dives. Thwarted. 21! 21! Shea Hodgson getting all the love here tonight. Below. Riley Wilson taking out anyone that's put in front of her here. Now going to do the ring around the Rosie, the stomps to every part of Alexia Diamond's body. Figure four, head scissors, elbow to the top of the head. Maggie Shaw looking to finish Diamond off, but Wilson says, I got it. Both of them got it. Maggie Shaw strikes first. Shawshank Redemption. I did not going for the pin. Oh, I guess Riley Van Wilson wants to hit one of her own. Shawshank Redemption from RVW. And one for now, Nakata too. They're handing them out. What is going on? Why is nobody going for the pin? What is up here? Nobody wants this match to end. They want that fat Ascendance payday. Now Nakata comes running around instantly. Met by Alexia Diamond. Maggie Shaw thrown roughly into the barricade there. Snap vertical suplex. Puts Nakata down here. Please stay away. Please stay away from my announce table. Alright, enough is enough. We have just got individual fights all the way around the ring here. Women's Tag Team Championship on the line. Joey Justice staring up at the big blue sky. Maggie Shaw in the ring. Grabbing a handful of Miasma's hair. Shades of a poppy with that big right hook. We might have to go to a quick ad break while I confer with the official to see what's going on here. And something's fishy. Nobody's going for a pin.
Is this on? I made over 1,000 videos. I'm sure I can do this. Hey there to all my that's not right. To all my future subscribers, this is Slap Viper. Obviously. Hey there. Slap Viper LLC, or Quincy here. Guess you want to learn about my channel, huh? I've been doing YouTube since September of 2014 and a lot has changed. Now I'm here covering wrestling. Wrestling has always been one of my passions for the longest time. I mainly cover the Joshi promotion known as TJPW that includes bunnies, kaijus, villains disguised as heroes, stalkers, serial killers, bees, sunflowers, birds, people with crippling anxiety, cats, zebras, with the most normal being a woman with narcolepsy. However, I don't also mind covering anything else wrestling related, as I am nothing more than a geek who likes watching people in the soap opera-esque stories hurting each other. If you want to see videos of mine, please subscribe. It's free, you can always unsubscribe later. That's a bigger steal than the Costco chicken bake. I may not know everything about pro wrestling, and I don't pretend to. I'm here to entertain and make people's day. If you learned something from my rambling, then it's just an added bonus. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this trailer, and I hope to see you all on my channel in the comments or in the chat real soon.
And unfortunately, guys, that matchup gonna end in a draw. Look, the gals, they went over the time limit, all right? And we've got a show. We've got a show here, and that show needs to continue properly, all right? They were shooting, and the plug had to be pulled. It is what it is. So that matchup, as awesome as it was, gonna have to end via a draw, which means that Shaw BW retains, but I was just told by our general manager, Madison Wright, that we'll have ourselves a rematch with a definitive victor on the next episode of Shockwave. But for now, the show must go on, and coming up next, for the first time, guys, since the main event of Ascendance 7, the man formerly known as PJ Moon, Paul Moda, steps out onto the grandest stage of them all to challenge Peligro for the Anarchy Championship. It was at Ascendance 7 4 years ago that PJ Moon defeated George King to capture the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. But before he even had a chance to actually hold the championship in his hands, Chris Proudfoot cashed in Money in the Bank and beat him to win the championship. And after that, did PJ Moon. We didn't see him. And it stayed that way for 4 long years until he re-emerged at the top of the month and set his sights on Peligro. During his time away, the man we once knew as PJ Moon, the fun-loving PJ Moon, colorful, always in a good mood, has transformed the man you see there. That's not PJ Moon, that's Paul Moda. If you were to put the two side by side, you wouldn't think for a second that they're the same person. During his time away, Moda has become widely renowned as one of the most brutal competitors to face off against in that wrestling ring, and he looks to prove it. As he said himself, looks to show us all what true anarchy is all about here tonight. But the man in possession of that Anarchy Championship has undergone a transformation all his own this past year. Look at just 1 year ago, Ascendance 10. It was Golden Cat, one-on-one with Danger Cat, the former tag team partners, former best friends, competing with their masks on the line. And as we all know, masks in Lucha Libre, they're just about a part of you. And won that match did Danger Cat, unmasking Golden Cat, who we now know as Leon Gata. You would call him the new global champion. I wouldn't. But in the years since, Danger Cat, much like Paul Moda, has become an entirely unrecognizable person. Now Peligro, who's had that Anarchy Championship since just about the start of this new season, and he has beat some of the biggest names. Chris Andrews, Bloody Justice, retained that championship against Jason Spade, against Ugbjorn. This is the tear that Peligro has been on is legendary. He has proven himself to be no longer a joke for someone else to laugh at, no longer a comedy shtick. Peligro has just about transformed himself into one of the most dominant competitors in CMB today. There he is. It truly is. I wish we could get a side-by-side right now. Pull up the Ascendant 7 main event and get a look at PJ Moon and then get a look at Paul Moda here. The scars on his body tell the tale of what he's been through the last 4 years, becoming one of the biggest stars in the world of wrestling today. But this is Peligro's yard, and he says, I'll be damned if this schmuck thinks he's gonna waltz in here, take my title like it's nothing. That's what it's all about, baby. The Anarchy Championship, which means that this matchup is no holds barred. Anything goes. No countouts, no disqualifications. You win by pin or submission in the ring. Does Paul Moda return triumphantly here at Ascendance 11, or will Peligro send him packing once again? Instantly a hot start. Super kick from Peligro and some stomps to the lower back, followed up by a bit of rolling thunder, but quick thinking by Moda, able to get his knees up there. And Moda, I don't think it's going to be that easy, my friend. Only a 1 count as he mocks Peligro to his face. Not about to take that. Stomp to the hand and a kick right to the middle of the back. Obviously, Moda has to watch out for those quick kicks of Peligro. He's already tasted one of them. I'm sure that's not going to be the last one he tastes here in this matchup, but right now he gets the stunner. Peligro, the past 3-4 months, has truly put himself on the map as an individual to not be underestimated, as a serious threat here in CMB, and defeating someone the caliber of Paul Moda here at the biggest show in CMB history, Ascendance 11, is going to go a long way in making sure Moda powerbomb over the top, down to the outside, and Peligro just gets right back up. He ain't got time. He ain't got time for it. My man said, boop. No thank you. There's another super kick, followed up by the straight jacket German. Peligro desiring to become the greatest competitor in CMB history. And as I was saying, this win against Paul Moda here at Ascendance 11, that'll be a staple moment in the career of Peligro. I don't think there'll be a single person that can anymore say Peligro isn't deserving of being amongst the upper echelon here in CMB. A barrage of elbows across the chest of Moda. Again, no countouts here with the Anarchy Championship on the line. Back into the ring. Could only win by pin or submission within the squared circle, and Peligro knows that, tearing at the arm of Moda. The world champion, he has been all around the world these past 4 years. He's engaged in some truly bloody battles to become the man that he now is. Great power slam by the challenger, and goes to the outside. Looking to get archaic, taking apart the steel steps. Peligro. Well, I don't know what Peligro thought was going to happen there. Way off with that attempted splash to the outside, which is good news for Paul Moda, taking advantage with a scoop slam, and now tossing Peligro into the barricade. Grabs those steel steps. Peligro could be in trouble. Moda lying in wait. He wants Peligro to see it coming. Oh, but wasted time, and that gives Peligro the chance to knock those steps right out of his hands. Poison Frankensteiner on the outside, of Moda just shrugging it off like the absolute unit that he is. Another super kick, though. Peligro now going to try to utilize those steel steps. Those fucking things are heavy, though. Don't let it fool you. Moda can tell you firsthand. Steel to the face, going to bust Moda wide open. Doesn't matter to him, though. He tastes the blood, and he likes the taste. Off the apron with a leg drop. Oh, he landed right on the back of Peligro's head. That was brutal looking. Now pulling him into a short arm clothesline. There's another one. How about one more for you? Brings him to his feet. But Peligro pops off with that spinning soul kick. Goes for the steel steps again. As Moda says, no thank you, once is enough, tossing Peligro back into the ring. On the hunt here is Moda. And what's he thinking? Moda with an F-U! F-U! From Paul Moda! 1, 2, oh! Not enough to keep the Anarchy Champion down for the count, though. Gonna try to follow it up, goes low, but Peligro is ready for it. Knee to the jaw, and another Poison Frankensteiner. Spiking Moda, now dazed. Super kick, and one to the back of the head as well. But Peligro, not even going to think about going for the pin, goes to collect those steel steps. Peligro with dire intentions here. This is not going to end well for Paul Moda. Gets to his feet, Peligro trying to use him again, but Moda with them reflexes, man. He's going to grab the steps. Peligro desperately pulling himself up in the corner. Moda lying in wait. Peligro do not turn around, right to the back of the head. I guess it doesn't matter if he turns around. Oh, and again to the shoulder. Moda holding nothing back, tries again, but Peligro saves himself, tries for a snap tiger suplex, stomps on the foot. Does Paul Moda. Another power slam with some serious oomph behind it and a kick to the gut, as if Peligro's a down dog. No respect to be had. Murderous stomps from Paul Moda, the former undisputed world heavyweight champion. Great dragon screw. Gets Peligro back into control. Hyping himself up. Body splash to the knee. And now from the corner, we know what he's looking for here. The long kiss goodnight, but Moda knew it too. Moda saw it coming. Caught in the corner, body splash. On spaghetti legs. Oh, super kick. Moda's down, and Peligro gonna call for it again. Long kiss goodnight. Hooks the leg to retain. 1, 2, no. Much to the chagrin of Peligro. Paul Moda kicks out, but Peligro's not finished. To the top rope, stalking Moda, waiting for him to get to his feet. Savant kick, but Moda gets out of the way. From behind, $1 Million Dream. Peligro caught, down onto the knee, and tossed off to the side. Fire in the eyes of Paul Moda here. Irish Whip going to take Peligro into the corner. Moda's cooking up something dastardly here. Hang on a second. Moda going for a super FU. And this could be the end of Peligro, and he knows it. Peligro fights free. Hurricane Rana off the top rope. The Lucha Libre background coming into play for Peligro there, but Moda right back into control. Snap German with the bridge to pin to win the Anarchy Championship, but not enough. Kick to the gut again. Moda has got Peligro where he wants him. But can he keep him down for the count? Down to the outside he's sent. Peligro not giving him a chance to catch his breath, though. Staying on him like peanut butter on jelly. Super kick to the jaw. And that jaw of Paul Moda has got to be hanging on by a thread at this point, as Peligro has a little bit of a snack, biting the thingy of Paul Moda. Big old monkey flip going to send him overhead. Moda gotta find a way to turn things around right about now as he gets tossed head first into that LED post. Stay away from the British announce table, Peligro, I swear to God. Rolling thunder. Trying to pulverize the ribs of Paul Moda. Another monkey flip, almost sent him flying right over the announce table. Takes this fight back into the ring. That's the only way he retains, is by pinning Peligro. From the corner, looking for it a second time. Long kiss goodnight. 1, 2, 3. Peligro is still the CMV Anarchy champion. What a match. But Peligro stakes his claim as being one of the best in CMV today. But these fans, they do not like this result. We got a lot of Paul Moda supporters in attendance here. Peligro wants to relish in this massive victory. Where the hell did Moda go? My man's dipped out of there quick. He said, all right, peace. Peligro, this is a hostile crowd. The most hated man in CMV. If he knows what's good for him, you better get out of here. These fans about to start throwing fish and chips any minute now. Look, even the ref's telling them, get the hell out of here. Peligro taken away by security as these rabid UK fans not loving this result, but Peligro stands tall. What a match, what a win. Peligro very quickly escorted to the back before he is ripped apart by these fans here in the O2 Arena, but the show continues. And up next, we've got two of the all-time greats about to clash for the very first time ever, one-on-one. As John Lipnick steps out onto the Ascendance stage for the first time since Ascendance 9, where he defeated Jay Young, who was victorious earlier tonight against Ben Stacy. Of course, he missed Ascendance 10 last year, out with that injury. But we've seen Lipnick attempting over the past month, guys, to rebuild Renaissance. And we talked about it a couple of times, how it's almost weird seeing Lipnick without any former backup. Since his first day here in CMB, he's had someone by his side. Whether it was Ace Reeves, or Robert Cross, or Chris Diamond, or Michael Hawk. But Lipnick has been trying as he might to put the pieces back together, and his target has been Joseph Santos. Lipnick seeing the rat as easy prey, someone who could be manipulated, and it almost worked. We saw Lipnick whispering in the ear of Santos at ringside for his matches. The two even teamed up, and despite some arguments, I think they got the job done in the end. But Santos pulled the rug out from under Lipnick last week when he came out during Lipnick's matchup and nailed him in the jaw with that vicious right hand, making it clear that he will not be turned into Lipnick's puppet. The rat in the hat, stepping out onto the grandest stage of them all. Looking to show exactly why he is his own man and doesn't need to follow around John Lipnick. The former global champion might be a long way from home here in London, England, but he has certainly got the support of these fans as he looks for one of the bigger wins of his CMD career. Joseph Santos looking to turn around what has not been exactly the best of starts to this new season by putting down John Lipnick here in front of tens of thousands and with the millions watching at home. Lipnick thought he had it all figured out. Oh, not too sure what happened there. He thought he could make Joseph Santos into a follower. Saw Santos as nothing more than a pushover, which many people have seen Santos that way. He's dealt with it pretty much his entire career. I mean, look at just a couple months ago in his battles against Morgan. Morgan felt the same way, that Santos could just be tossed around, used. But Morgan found out the hard way that that wasn't going to be the case. And now John Lipnick may as well here tonight. To the outside this goes. Beautiful head scissors. Lipnick tries to get right back to his feet. Action rolls out of the way. Never going to hit that elbow. Goes right past Santos. Nice trip up. And Santos going to be a bit cheeky with Lipnick here. Hey, we're in London, England. If you're going to be cheeky, you got to be cheeky here. Standing shooting star press. Definitely a clash of styles here. The power of Lipnick up against the superior speed and agility of Santos. Lipnick gets back into the ring, and Santos stand hot on his heels. Lipnick, though, able to catch him. No clean ring action to be had. Goes for a quick pin. Lipnick not about to toy around with El Rato. Stomp to the face. Misses the second one, though. Punch to the gut. Gonna suck the air right up out of Lipnik. Takes him down with the Hurricane Rana. Grabs the legs to make off like a bandit here, but a 1 count only for Santos. Another Hurricane Rana. This time follows it up with some right hands. Santos knows this could be the turning point he needs. A victory this big on the biggest stage. Stiff kick. The one thing about Joseph Santos, he is not a quitter. He never has been, and he's proved that since day one. That near career-ending injury at the hands of Tenra. Luger landing. Lipnik could have Santos in a big spot of trouble here early on, but counters the sweet embrace. Knows he can't get caught in that. Able to pop off with some more right hands. And Florida! Flatliner! Just like that, Santos, no theatrics. Looking for the win, but only a 2 count. He's fought back from near career-ending injuries on multiple occasions. He never quit. He still shows the scars on his face. The battles he's been through. The friendships that have come and gone. For a long time, he wasn't fighting for himself. But now he is, as Lipnik delivers the people's elbow to a Tom showboating, and Santos makes him pay. Hurricane Rana, but Lipnik counters with a power bomb. Santos not about to take all that he's been through the last few years and flush it down the toilet just to be a friend of John Lipnik. Slams his face off the mat, hook of the leg, 1, 2, only a 2 count though. Tosses him overhead. In the driver's seat right now is Lipnik, but lands on his feet, agile as can be. DDT, and the kip up, putting some pizzazz on it. Hook to the jaw though, Lipnik from behind. Elbow, didn't see it coming. Big old drop kick, knocking Lipnik into the ropes. Punch to the gut, backing Santos away. Gives Lipnik the chance to toss him into the corner now. This is where Lipnik wants him, but Santos mocking him, and Lipnik falls for it, walks right into the trap. Kick to the back of the head, standing shooting star. Lipnik trying to get out of here, but Santos all over him like a monkey on a cupcake. Big old chop right across the chest and a stop to the arm. From the corner, Santos got to be looking to set up that super kick of his, but Lipnik won't give him the chance. Florida Flatliner again. Lipnik counters. Sweet embrace. Sweet embrace. Sweet embrace is locked in, but Santos escapes. Big old elbow across the chest. Slap across the face. Santos did not come to play around. Not here tonight. Not at Ascendance 11. Sizing each other up. Lipnik taking him for a ride. Santos not interested. Elbows to the jaw, setting him free. Now into the corner. Full steam ahead. Misses the body splash though. This is a good chance to capitalize, and he does. Stomp to the back of the head. Lipnik with a rolling neck stomp. The head and neck has certainly become a target here. Tries for that stomp, but Santos just so fast. Wicked leg lariat. Chop! Letting up the chest of John Lipnik at the fourth. The Juna! Yet another standing shooting star press into the pin, but a 2 count only for El Rato. Another chop. The pasty pale skin of John Lipnik going to be glowing by the end of this matchup. Off the ropes, wheelbarrow. Santos riding high right now, but can he keep Lipnik down? Punch to the gut, kick to the gut. Luger landing again. Floats over into the pin. 1, 2, but Santos survives. A furious John Lipnik can't believe it. But he's not finished with Santos, not by a long shot. Hook to the jaw, and the sweet embrace, countered by Santos. Hurricane Rana! Right hand after right hand. Lipnick in jeopardy, knows it, trying to roll out of the way. Able to catch Santos with that kick to the side of the head, but can he act quick enough? Fisherman suplex tossing Santos down. But Santos will not stay down. Using the ropes to pick himself up. Somersault cutter. To the outside he goes. Back into the ring. There's no quitting here tonight. Elbow to the jaw. Turns him around. Florida flatliner. Countered by Lipnick. Uranage. Lipnick says enough is enough. Sweet embrace. Locked in again. And this time, there's no escape for El Rato. John Lipnick, victorious here at Ascendance 11. Joseph Santos may have proved he won't be a victim, but John Lipnick proved that his plans are still in play, and nothing will stop the magnum opus of John Lipnick. Another one put to sleep by John Lipnick here at Ascendance.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your global general and victim of the London screw job. We're not actually live at the start of the Tristan. You know what? I was going to call a match on day 2, but you know, I just didn't feel like doing that to this company after they screwed me out of the time. So you know what? I left it a bit until my day 3 was fine. I'm gonna power through, like, be strong, beautiful, sexy, impressive in every way, general that I am. And I'm here to call this great match up here, and because I'm being paid. So, the matchup that we've got here for you, ladies and gentlemen, George King versus Troy Cole. A lot of history between these two men. You know, George King, I faced him for my global championship, which I am still the global champion, let's just be honest with ourselves. I am the right champion. But yeah, I beat George King, and there's some people saying that I did it with Troy Cole or all this bollocks, you know. It's not true in the slightest. But George King seems to agree with that. He thinks that Troy Cole screwed him out of the world title win. I mean, he's a bit greedy. He's had 4 of them. Why does he need more? Why does he need more of it? But Troy Cole, you see, special entrance here. It's the biggest show of the year. You have a show out, right? But you see the bandages there. There's no way that George King isn't going to target those, ladies and gentlemen. George King, I don't like the guy that much. I don't know if that would make clear or anything, but he is one of the most decorated names still wrestling in TNA. I mean, he doesn't touch my record, but you know, nobody can really, let's be honest. But he is impressive, and he's brutal, he's savage, and he will absolutely target the advantages. So Troy Cole, I don't know if the medics forced him to wear those. Maybe he's healed more than he wants to let on, and it's a red herring for George King to target him. I'm not sure, but you know, fresh off of George King injuring him, I don't know. Maybe he hasn't healed. Maybe they will genuinely just be to try and hold his muscles in place so he doesn't pull them anymore. But here we go. Oh, Troy Cole right out of the gates. Right out of the gates. This is smart. He's got to go quick and fast. You know, that's what I always say. It's my motto. Quick and fast. You don't need to hang around. You don't need to be slow. Everything's okay. And get out. And Troy Cole taking it to Joe Brown. Into the corner. Taking down. Oh, drive. Troy Cole on fire here. Oh! You see, that's a rookie mistake there. Rookie mistake. Troy Cole, there's no disputing it. He is a former global champion. I mean, both of these men are former global champions. Fun fact, I'm the current global champion. But that was a rookie mistake there. He taunted way too early. George King, you know, he's 100%. Troy Cole might be. As I say, those bandages might be a red herring, but you don't taunt that quick in a match. Because George King now just taking it to him. And if these bandages are real, this would be one hell of a move to take on him. Huge power slam. Shows of David Smith. Oh, two for him. Oh, huge slam. That was directly to the bandages. That's what I'm saying, man. George King, he knows what he's doing. If these bandages are legitimate, then, you know, he's absolutely going to target them. Oh, no, George King. Oh my god, sends him to the outside there. Referee applying the count now. Oh, George King takes him down with a huge shoulder check. Has him in position for a powerbomb here. Could be dangerous. He's looking to slam him off the apron there, it looked like. Troy Cole now. Oh my god, shades of Britain's own. Will Barrett there with the waistline onto the table. Troy Cole though, not done. Lifting him up. It makes him go straight into the apron. I'm going to say that's the hardest part of the belt sends him back in here. Off the ropes. Huge knee. Elbow now. Second rope. Troy Cole taunting now. Again. George King catches him. Come on, Cole. Now, applying pressure to the not injured shoulder, but hey, if the other one is injured still, having two injured shoulders, there's no way you can beat George King. Oh, Troy Cole though. Troy Cole, Anaconda Vice. Will he make George King tap out? Will he beat George King at Ascendance? A thing that I have done in the past, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to make that clear. But no, he gets out of it. These two now. Locking eyes. Oh, straight to the bandages. Not missing a trick. George King doesn't let him go down. Oh, Troy Cole. Out the back. Into the corner. Roll through. Will this be it? Oh my god, nearly. Another, oh my god. Nearly into the corner directly. That could have been catastrophic. Good goal now, trying to gather himself in the corner. George King readying himself. Oh, splash into the corner now. Slams him down onto the CMV logo. As we all know, the hardest part of the ring, other than the apron. Now, powerbomb. But he's not finished. Dose. And Tress. In now. One. Oh, nearly. You see, George King, he's got to stick to that. Big power offense, big power moves. That's what's got to win him for it. That's got to win it for him, rather. I'm a bit flustered, you know, being screwed over by this company and all. But, you know, it's okay. It's alright. I'm strong. I'm the best general there ever has been. So I will just persevere for this. It's okay. George King again a pound. Got to get him away from those ropes there. I wouldn't want another situation like my match. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. It's fine. I'm waiting for him home. It's okay. Joe Coulter gets out of it. Back elbow. Another. Missed the shot to the ribs. And now tosses him outside. George King, he's not going to do a suicide dive. I can bet my house on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Kick to the midsection now. Has him up for a powerbomb. No, 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 no. Oh, into the apron. What he looked to do before. That could have been the beginning of the end for Troy Colt. What's he going to do now? No, 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 no. Oh, into the announce table. I'm so glad that I'm not one of these men. George King now, what's he looking to do? Look at underneath. Oh my god, no. He just pulled the padding up. Ladies and gentlemen, that is concrete there. George King, come on, you've already injured the man. This is too far now. There's some lines you just don't cross in wrestling. Have some morals, man. No, 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 no. Oh my god. Troy Colt. Lift him up now. Roundhouse, no. Oh my god, tosses him onto the barricade and a boot to the skull. Troy Colt being thrown around here. His head might just clip the steps, which we all know is like 300 pounds, 3,000 pounds, who knows? It's steel. George King now, getting back in the ring. Troy Colt writhing in pain on the outside here. George King, he's impatient, alright? He's impatient. He tried to get me to join the kingdom. He wouldn't wait. He just wouldn't wait, alright? He wouldn't let me take some time, think it over. He's not a patient man, alright? I can tell you from experience. Knees, no. It's not going to do much for Troy Colt's body shot now. Just to the bandages, as I mentioned before. The astute wrestler that I am, he just targets the bandages. Any wrestler in the right mind would. Tosses him around. Troy Colt, he's got to find something. He's got to dig deeper. You know, he has that armband, the 330. He's going to look for that 330 slam and try and end this as quick as he can. Otherwise, George King, yeah, this might be it now. Troy Colt, barely getting out of these pins. Now, well, he could just grab the ropes, but with these referees, you don't know these days. You just don't know. Driving on his back now. Troy Colt, man, he's a fighter. Just like me, he's a fighter, okay? I've fought for adversity just like he is right now, and he gets out of it. Big insecurity. But I'm a fighter, you know, like... Oh, wait. I'll just pause that thought for a second. Troy Colt. Oh, no! Driven skull first into the apron, and he's busted open. Oh, my God. Busted wide open. George King now. Hey, leave the announce table alone, bro. Leave it alone, man. As you can see, I've got my security with me. Speaking of which, here is one. No. He's a family. You're a family man. What the hell? What's wrong with you? You know what? My good friend Dasher, he's told me that these wrestlers, they don't think. They're selfish, okay? They don't think. We have to call the rest of the show with this announce table in shambles now. George King now throwing Troy Colt into the ring. As we all can just tell from that action, George King, the evil man. I feel, as a very honest, noble man that I am, I feel confident in admitting that this man is just pure evil. He thinks only for himself. His kingdom has only ever been to benefit himself. I mean, he tried to end Troy Colt's promising young career before it really even got started. Troy Colt now, getting back to his feet, trying. Oh, Royal Flush now. Hits it. And not even going for the pin. Lifts him up again now. This is it now. Those T-Rex arms of George King. But has him up again. Royal Flush. Come on, man. Just end it. Referee, get in there. I know none of you have an education, obviously. But just get in there and end it, okay? Oh, he's got a table now. He's got wood, ladies and gentlemen. And he's thrown it in the ring now. Headbutt now. Headbutt again. And again. Just unsanitary. The blood, George King. You're going to get it on yourself now, but Troy Colt, just on instinct trying to get up there. Thrown him into the corner, head first. And he's, just going to take his time, setting up this table, prop it up into the corner. But Troy Colt! Oh my God! But we all knew he had to show some kind of fight, some kind of energy. And he's done just that. Troy Colt now. Powerbomb position. Sit out. Liger bomb. Middle of the ring. But the referee. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That was the referee before, not a security. I've got loads of security. I lose track of them. Okay? I lose track of them. But that was the referee. Kick to the skull. Oh. Troy Colt. Had some over here. That might be the end of it. Pedigree. George King gets to his feet. These two men just locking eyes now. Thinking, what do they have to do? Maybe the biggest match of Troy Colt's life here. If he wins this would be the biggest win since winning the sperm race, ladies and gentlemen. George King, this is just another weekend. He's used to this. 4-time world champion. Troy Colt just exchanging blows now. The two rivals. Troy Colt. Irish whip. Knee. Oh, slams him down there. Shout out Billy Gunn. Got the ass. Now off the top. Oh, went for Phoenix Splash. George King now runs in. Oh, he spine buster into the corner. Picks up again. Runs him in. Oh, Troy Colt though. Counters it. Goes for a powerbomb. Into the middle of the ring once more. Troy Colt now, looking to end it. Now looking for the 330 slam. Got him up. Has him. Has him. Will this be it? No, but the referee, man. They're as weak as paper. They're as weak as Joseph Santos. Referee now, finally back up. 1, 2. No! These referees. You've got to get more than one. It's Ascendance. It's Ascendance, ladies and gentlemen. This company's in shambles right now. We only have one referee. It's brainbuster. We call it now. Oh. Clothesline over the ropes. Looking again to dive. This didn't end well for you last time. Get to this time. Over the top. Troy Colt fired up. You know, you tell me to shut up. Fuck you, man. And what am I allowed to swear? I do what I want now. Global champion. Oh, we've got a bat now, though. Oh, well, that floor did nothing to you, bro. Back in the ring now, though. Oh. Low blow. Come on, what kind of man hits a low blow? I would never. Just going shots now. Throws him into the ring. Picking up that bat might have been a huge mistake, Troy Colt bringing that in. Slowly but surely. Oh, it's an open wound. And again. You see the blood, the bandages just covered in it. Kicks now. Shots to the skull. Oh, might be looking for a drive-by here. No guns, but Judge King with a drive-by. Judge King now. Arms up high. Yeah, this match has been explosive. If Ted Kaczynski was here, he'd love this. Oh! Powerbomb! Onto the concrete! George King exposed it himself, and it was his downfall. Picking him up now. Throws him back into the ring. Troy Colt looking to end it now. Will this be it? 330 slam. Has him. Has him. Will this do it? No. George King. George King. No. Troy Colt though. Wasted no time. Great wherewithal. Wasted no time. Locks in the Anaconda Vice. Will George King tap? Will he submit? Referee now. Listening close. George King fighting with all he has here. Knee to the back of the head. And a huge lariat there. Ducks underneath now. Power body drop. Oh, onto the steel. Not the steel bat. Maybe it was a steel bat. I don't know what they're made out of these days. George King now. Has him up. And another royal flush. That'll do, ladies and gentlemen. They're not all fairy tale endings. No! Troy Colt! How the hell? George King asking himself the same question. Just battering him here. Battering him over and over. Oh my god, referee, step in. Step in. Come on, I'm begging you. Jesus. And now wrapping him up. Will this be it? Will this be the end? Troy Colt now fighting for adversity, like I mentioned before, just like I have in the past, you know. I nearly couldn't get many mulberry silk for my Ascendance attire this year. Last second I could. Shot of, why'd you have to show that, man? You know, I'm sat here, my My dubby is on the floor. There's a note here that says advertised dubby. Don't know why I don't get money for it. Oh, I get money for this. Dubby is the best energy drink money can buy. Are you feeling low after work? Grab a drink of Dubby. It comes in flavours Calio Cream, Peach and Peach, Galaxy Grenade, just to name a few. You know, just ignore what Troy Colt's in this, whatever it's from. Wow, don't those sound like liquids you want going down your throat? Well, be like your mother and don't waste any time. Get a tub of Dubby today. Just type dubby.gg into your search engine of choice. And perfect time, and Troy Colt fighting out of it. If that ended it, then you know what? Dubby, they would have... I don't know, they would have given him his noise. Oh, free-face slam! Get out of it now! God, I'm thirsty now. I need some Dubby. Some refreshing Dubby energy. Remember to go to dubby.gg today. There's game now. Taking off the ropes. Oh, reverse DDT from Troy. Now Troy Colt lifting him up. Knee to the skull. Good game now. Rolling out. The wherewithal of a veteran right there, ladies and gentlemen. But Troy Colt now, you see his shadow. Go up to the top rope. Knees. Meteora. Meteora down. On to George King. And now, tossing him into the ring. Got a tweet here from a Leon Gara. I stole from you, General, and I should not be world champion right now. Alright, well, you know, I don't know why he felt the need to tweet that, but he's absolutely right. Troy Colt now. In for the cover. Nearly. You know, we've got to be near the end now, guys. I don't know how much more these guys can take. Shot to the skull now. Another 330 slam. I've lost count of how many that is. Second, third. Will that be it? No. Wait a minute. Did he just give up? He gave up on that. Oh, come on, man. This didn't end well for you last time. But wants to get his revenge. Wants to get his revenge. I can appreciate it, man. I wish that was Leon Gara right there. But you know what? You do your thing. You don't like George King. I'm not too fond of him. But wailing away. Wailing away now. Referee, come on. You got to step in. You got to step in one of these days, alright? You know, I understand you went through the table. We've all been through the table, you know. It is what it is. Oh, thumbs! Come on, man. That, I wasn't allowed to swear. A 330 slam, though. This'll do it. Troy Colt did it. He's bested George King here. George King looked to bully Troy Colt. But you know what, Troy Colt, he said F you. He did the middle fingers. I don't condone that, ladies and gentlemen, but he got the win. That's all that matters to me. He got the paycheck. He got the win. Troy Colt did it.
An absolutely incredible matchup there between George King and Troy Cole. We needed to take some time to repair the ringside area and my announce table. I mean, come on, guys, really? The British announce table was right there. It had to be my announce table. It's all right though. I've got my W. Everything's okay. Luckily, we keep a spare announce table. That is. We have to these days. But following that emotional win for Troy Cole, into our co-main event we go. And the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Country Club rules. The only way that Earl would meet Hunter Quinn in the ring here on the grandest stage of all is if they played by his rules. Country Club rules means that this bout is 2 out of 3 falls. Pinfalls only. No submissions allowed. And exiting the ring is discouraged. You only have until the count of 5 to get back into the ring before you are counted out. The Earl wants to keep things gentlemanly in that ring here tonight. He may have picked the wrong opponent for that. But if Hunter Quinn wants to leave here, not only maintain his unbeaten streak at Ascendance, as he's currently 2-0, end the Earl's unbeaten streak, and recapture the Intercontinental Championship. Now, obviously, Ascendance 11 hasn't been going too well for the Psycho Imperium. Flynn and Omega, neither could win the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal. Then they failed to capture the Unified World Tag Team Championship, while Trevor Hannibal could not leave as Mr. Money in the Bank. But perhaps Quinn can end things on a high note for he and the boys. And what a moment for the gentleman stepping out onto the grandest stage of all here in the O2 Arena. His Ascendance debut with his friends and family front row. Their tickets paid for by Hunter Quinn, guys, because Quinn said he wanted the Earl's family to see the beating he's going to give him in this match. As if there isn't already so much on the line for the Earl here. His championship and his undefeated streak. Now he's got his closest friends, his family, right there in the front row. And the last thing he wants to do is let them down. Let down these London fans. Hunter Quinn incessantly hounding the Earl for this opportunity. Earl certainly made him jump through a slew of hoops, facing his mystery opponent, who turned out to be DRH. And then, of course, they had a whole round of games at the Country Club, where Hunter Quinn may have been best in water polo, but shocking us all, and most importantly the Earl, by beating the Earl in chess, and then making the better cocktail. Thus, the Earl really had no choice but to give Hunter Quinn this opportunity, but again, only if they played by his rules. So once more, Country Club rules is 2 out of 3 falls. Pinfalls only, and you only have 5 seconds to get back into the ring should you exit it. The Earl certainly giving himself the favor here, as definitely the better wrestler between these two, stripping away every opportunity for Hunter Quinn to use those psychotic urges of his. But will it be enough? Or will Hunter Quinn leap the last hurdle and walk out Intercontinental Champion? Time to find out here in our co-main event. Hunter Quinn, the Earl, Country Club rules. And a 15-minute time limit, which means, guys, Hunter Quinn has got to win this matchup within 15 minutes. Otherwise, the Earl leaves as Intercontinental Champion. Snapmare putting Quinn down, elbow to the top of the head. Into the full mountain, some left hands jacking the jaw of the Hellhound. Certainly not being let loose here. In fact, being caged. But the question is, can Quinn, out of his element, best the Earl? Wins or not, and a kick up the bum. Disrespect there, adding insult to injury. Short arm drop kick by the Earl, tries for a kick. Indeed, like I said, the Earl has made it all but impossible for Hunter Quinn to leave here tonight as Intercontinental Champion. If this match ends in a draw, even if Hunter Quinn were to score a fall and Earl doesn't score any falls, if this match ends, then the Earl walks out still Intercontinental Champion. Which means that Hunter Quinn racing against the clock here. Big old clothesline from the Earl off the top rope, who is certainly in control at the start of this matchup. Dropped his Earl chest first onto the top rope. Well, Earl rolls to the outside. Remember, there's only a 5 count. You can't play around at ringside in this match. There's no dilly-dallying. Quick attempt by Quinn, trying to take an early lead again. Rolls to the outside, but straight back in. In the corner, trying to psych himself up is Hunter Quinn. Death Valley bomb! Now Quinn rolls to the outside, but he can't afford to lose a point via count out. Earl gonna grab him by the nose. Stiff smack across the face. Tries for a hammer fist, countered by Quinn. Forearm. Irish whip gonna send Quinn off the ropes. On the rebound, he goes down low, trying to outmaneuver the Earl here, but it doesn't pay off. With this press, punches and bunches from the Intercontinental Champion. Undefeated one-on-one. Hook to the jaw and knee to the back of the head. Things are not looking good for the leader of the Psycho Imperium early on in this Country Club Rules match. Fires back with a Cobra Clutch slam. Earl straight back to his feet. Nice combo ending in a back suplex there by the challenger. Earl, though, unwilling to stay down, fights his way back. Off the ropes goes Quinn. Targets the midsection. Double knees to the face. And even more punches. And gotta be cheeky. Earl has already managed to get under the skin of Hunter Quinn. He's trying to further do so during the matchup here. Quinn's got to keep his cool, though. He's out of his element, like we said. He's got to play by the Earl's rules. Snake Eyes. Doesn't stop there. Big chop, grabs the arm for a Russian leg sweep. Undefeated here at Ascendance is Hunter Quinn. Ascendance 9, he won the Money in the Bank ladder match. Last year, he defeated Perry Heaton to become open-weight champion. This is the Earl's first dance on the grandest stage of them all. Big clothesline after kissing the fist and a bare knee right across the jaw. Things are looking worse and worse for Hunter Quinn here, guys. The Earl. Cheeky jab, right hook, one more time, a third though, stopped by Hunter Quinn, who goes for that vintage release tiger bomb of his, and as fast as he can into the pin to score the first fall. 1, 2, but only a 2 count. Rolls to the outside, trying to get a little bit of a breather here, but Quinn not giving him the opportunity. One-handed bulldog. Remember the 5 count though, guys. Only having it to the count of 5 to get back into the ring. Quinn remembering that, not taking the chance. Our co-main event here at Ascendance 11 Day 3, of course, coming up next, guys. It all comes down to the clash between Shay Hoxton and Ricky Delaney for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, as Hunter Quinn ferociously tries to do all he can to keep down the Earl. Another pin attempt and only a 1 count. We've officially gotten to under 10 minutes here Hunter Quinn has less than 10 minutes to score 2 falls and leave the O2 Arena as the new Intercontinental Champion. Big old short arm drop kick. Scrambles to his feet, does Hunter Quinn. Tries to act fast, but not fast enough. Catches him, does the Earl with a guillotine. The Intercontinental Champion with a guillotine applied here. Hunter Quinn's got nowhere to go, but remember, you can only score a fall by pin. Submissions do not apply in this matchup, but Earl certainly wearing down Hunter Quinn. Able to fight out of it. He was trapped in that guillotine for quite a while, though. Cutting off blood flow to the head. Trying to put Hunter Quinn to sleep. Hunter Quinn, a hook to the jaw. Looking for the Psycho Driller. Can Quinn do it? Can he take the lead? Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no! The Earl, tough as nails, but Quinn not having it. Psycho Driller, a second time, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Hunter Quinn does it. Hunter Quinn has scored a fall, but it's not over. It's not over. He needs to score 1 more fall. A trio of backbreakers with just a tad over 8 minutes left. Earl has to survive. Forearm smash. Hunter Quinn knows he's got the Earl hurting in a bad way right now. Doing all he can to stay on him. But crafty is the gentleman. Big fist drop there. Quinn to his feet. Earl waiting for him, but doesn't act quick enough. Throws him right into Murphy. Hunter Quinn with a German. Earl started strong here in this matchup, but Quinn has turned things around. He's adapted to the country club rules. Like a fish out of water, he's learned how to survive. Big clothesline. Earl with a punch to the gut. Old World Blues! Hunter Quinn knows him too well, though. Stays out of the way. Escapes from the corner. From behind, Hunter Quinn. A version of the 21. Rolls to the outside. Desperate here is the Earl. Will that desperation pay off, though? Up to a count of 1. They only have a 5 count to get back into the ring. And again, Hunter Quinn not going to risk it. The Earl caught with a kick upside the head. Hunter Quinn in the driver's seat, looking to keep it that way. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. Hunter Quinn needs to score another fall. If it ends via draw, Earl leaves. Still the Intercontinental Champion. Pin attempt by Earl, but a 2 count only. It's do or die here for Hunter Quinn. Old World Blues connects in the second attempt. 1, 2, but it won't be enough to keep Hunter Quinn down. And the Earl is frantic. But he isn't done. Double leg takedown. Sets up the kiss of the fist. Decapitating Quinn. No time to waste. The Earl. Old World Blues a second time. 1, 2, but Quinn still kicks out. And the Earl with his jaw dropped. Straight to the top rope, quite a distance there. Macho Man elbow. Gets out of the way, does Hunter Quinn. Tries for that release Tiger Bomb. Nails it. Not going to go for the pin. Making sure the job is done. Ferocious stomps to the chest. A forearm to the temple. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. Hunter Quinn doesn't have a lot of time. Follows the Earl to the outside, giving him no breathing room, no opportunity to escape, no chance to run, no chance to hide. The Earl sends him back into the ring. This is his playing field, his domain. Chasing down Hunter Quinn, Irish whip into the corner. Clothesline, once is not enough. Throwing Quinn down, kick to the back. Earl's got a stall. To the top he goes again. Perhaps looking for another elbow drop. Yes, sir, but this time he hits it barely. Barely, but hit it he does. The clock is counting down, and Hunter Quinn's opportunity to leave the O2 Arena with the Intercontinental Championship is also counting down. Getting further and further away. The Earl realizing at this point, the only way he leaves with the championship still in his possession is letting that clock go down to 0. Hunter Quinn scrambles to get to his feet, but Earl stays on him with a basement drop kick. Elbow to the inside of the leg, hammering away at the knee of Quinn, trying to keep him down, trying to stop him from getting to his feet. Expert strategy by the gentleman. Cheeky jab, though, gets caught. Hunter Quinn sees his opening, and he's going to take it! Psycho Driller! 3 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock! 1, 2, 3, and Hunter Quinn is the new Intercontinental Champion! The Earl did all he could there in the end to keep Hunter Quinn grounded, to run down the clock. But Hunter Quinn beats the clock here tonight, beats the Earl, and is once again the Intercontinental Champion, and yes, is now 3-0 here at Ascendance. The Hellhound out of his element in the Country Club Rules match, but adapts and stands victorious on the grandest stage of them all. And things end pretty well after all for the Psycho Imperium here in London, England. As now it is time, my friends, it is time for our main event. What a wild ride it has been, my friends, here at Ascendance 11 across day 1, day 2, and here tonight, day 3. We have seen some unforgettable matchups, some incredibly emotional moments. It's been amazing across the board. But now it is time. Time for our main event. And the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. As here he comes. Shay Hoxton sporting his old school gear. Oh, wait a minute. Hoxton, what the hell? Oh, Shay Hoxton going through the years and all of his different looks from multiple points throughout his long, illustrious career, even before CMV. Well, this right here was actually Hoxton's debut look in CMV. This is what he wore to face Voice Vindy in his debut match at Battle Scars 3. Shay Hoxton stepping into the ring, main eventing Ascendance for the second time in his career, defending the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. It's Hox Hogan, one of my favorite looks. Hox Hogan, legendary. The former president of the United States of America. Still my president. Paying homage to his career here in the main event of Ascendance 11. Shay Hoxton pulling out all the stops, shining the spotlight on himself for the biggest match of his career. Ready as can be to defend his undisputed World Heavyweight Championship against his former ally, a man he took under his wing, a man he wanted to shape and mold, in his own words, to be the next Shay Hoxton. But Ricky Delaney said, I don't want to be the next Shay Hoxton. I want to be Ricky Delaney. Delaney, formerly holding the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, but for only a brief moment, he was cashed in on. As we remember, by Bloody Justice, and with the help of Josh Omega, Bloody Justice took the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, and Delaney is scratched. He's clawed to get back to this moment. And just when he thought he had his opportunity last month, when Hoxton took over Shockwave, he thought he had it in the bag. Hoxton pulled the rug out from under him and stole the championship for himself. Well, now Delaney is here, main eventing the biggest show in CMV history, looking to pay Hoxton back, looking to end his reign of terror with these London, England fans in the O2 Arena firmly behind him, rallying to support the juggernaut. But will it be enough to overcome the sheer tact and brutality of Shay Hoxton? There's no doubt butterflies in the stomach of Ricky Delaney. This is the biggest match, bar none, of his career. But Shay Hoxton's been here before. He's been to the top of the mountain. And he knows what it takes to stay there. Will Ricky Delaney knock him off? That's what we're going to find out. No more time to waste. It's our main event. It's for the crown jewel. Shay Hoxton defends. Ricky Delaney the challenger. Now we're going to get it on, baby, as these two meet in the middle of the ring. Hoxton immediately spins him around with a hook to the jaw and a German suplex. There will be no pulling punches from either of these men here. Grabbing him by the nose, stiff smack right across the face. Hoxton playing all the mind games he can leading up to this bout. Doing all he can to firmly plant himself under the skin of Ricky Delaney. And we've seen Delaney's emotions get the better of him these last few weeks. Remember how angry he was. He allowed Hoxton to trick him, to pull that poor fan in front of him, and Delaney just couldn't stop himself. Running down that fan, almost injuring them. But Delaney, if he has any chance of leaving here tonight as the undisputed heavyweight champion, somehow he has to keep those emotions in check, because Hoxton is planning on Delaney coming into this matchup steaming, wanting revenge, not thinking clearly. Big old hand attempt by Hoxton, only gets a 2 count, although this early on, that doesn't bode well for Ricky Delaney. Gets out of the way of that double boot stop, though. Tries for the BFT, blocked, though, by the undisputed heavyweight champion. Oh, and come on! Rakes the eye at a low blow. I mean, I know it's the main event. It's the main event of Ascendance 11. We don't want this ending via disqualification. But ref, come on! That was as clear as the day is long. And another slap across the face. Hoxton is trying to get Delaney angry. Takes him down with the shoulder checks. Big back suplex. Delaney all over Shay Hoxton here. Straight jacket German suplex into the bridge. Referee into position a little late. Oh, only a 2 count. Hoxton might be trying to get himself disqualified, but I'm sure this ref is under strict orders by Madison Wright to maybe be a bit more lenient than usual to give Delaney the chance. But he might not have that chance. Oh my God! It's Delaney with his own patented maneuver, trying to add insult to injury, salt in the wound, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Delaney kicks out. Not about to be punked out like that. Not in this moment. Not on the grandest stage of them all. Big old swinging side slam. Delaney trying to retake control using his immense power. Deadlift German suplex. Hoxton, though, refusing to stay down, and Delaney brings him to his feet and says, "How do you do?" Throwing fisticuffs. Hoxton reciprocates, dropping Delaney on his neck with that snapdragon suplex and a quick desperate pin, perhaps, by our champion, hoping and praying it'll be enough to retain, but it isn't. It'll take more than that. Ricky Delaney has spent years in CMV. Well, not years, a little over a year. Being a patsy. Being nothing more than a weapon used first by Dante Tatum and Chain Reaction, and then used by Shay Hoxton and the company. But Delaney has finally broken out. He's finally becoming his own man. No more waiting in the wings. Delaney is here tonight to grab the bull by the horns, to take the brass ring. Another swinging side slam. Fired up is Delaney with these fans behind him. 110th Street slam. Quickly hooks the leg. Could that be enough? Delaney, no. 2.999. But Hoxton, say what you will about the man. He's not one to go down without a fight. Gets himself off the ropes there. Irish whip. Doesn't act quick enough, though. Delaney tries to take advantage. What the fuck is going on? Hoxton with the Togan death grip. This is vintage Hoxton right here. The Togan death grip. But Delaney He only likes to be choked in the bedroom, and certainly not by Shay Hoxton. The Juggernaut! The Juggernaut! Dangerous Queen's Revenge! He hits it! 1, 2! No, it's not enough! It's not enough to put Shay Hoxton away. But Jelani straight back to work. No beating around the bush. Sends Hoxton flying overhead. Tossing that boy around like a rag doll. But the serpent in the grass. Doing all he can to mount the comeback. Able to keep Jelani at bay right there. Goes to the top rope. Hoxton with a moonsault. Not too often you see Hoxton hit a maneuver like that. Perfect execution though. And it almost goddamn near got him the victory. Bit livid as Shay Hoxton. He thought he had it won there for sure. Staying on the attack though. Launching Jelani into the corner with that modified power bomb. Now we're going to put him in the corner. A cautious approach by the defending champion. Going to turn Jelani around perhaps. Thinking about putting him up on the top rope. Going for the super 21, but instead eats a big fucking toss. Almost sent clear out of the ring by Jelani, who spins him around. Dragon suplex. Stomp to the face. Knee right to the side of the head. Hoxton rolling into the corner, trying to act on his instinct here to stay in the fight, and thinks quick with that elbow. Gives him a bit of breathing room, not very much though. Jelani right back on him. Counters with the knee, forearm smash. Hoxton goes up to Brett's rope, the most dangerous rope. Double bounce, elbow drop, and a double boot stop. No vintage Borton combo though. Hoxton laying into Jelani here. Some wicked kicks and blows a kiss. Hoxton on top, confident, cocky. Cheeky jab, and again, knee to the midsection. Jelani getting absolutely worked right now, but fires back. Tossing Hoxton overhead. Standing shooting star press headbutt. As vintage gets for Ricky Jelani. Goes to the top, body splash, and that's a whole lot of weight coming crushing down on Shay Hoxton. Those ribs gonna be feeling some type of way. But Jelani's not done. Back elbow, just hurls himself at Hoxton like a fucking torpedo. Dangerous Queen's Revenge! A second time! 1, 2, but Hoxton still, somehow, some way, kicks out. And the champion now going into overdrive. The straps are down. But Jelani can't get ahead of himself. Hoxton not going under yet. German suplex. And again, a third time. Taken to Suplex City. The journey doesn't stop there though. Looking for the 21. Jelani counter, sending Hoxton flying overhead. A quick pin, a desperate pin. And only a 1 count for the Juggernaut. Caught by the nose, and Hoxton again. A slap across the face as he puts Jelani into the corner. The straps are down, the titties are out, but it's not enough. Hoxton puts him up on top. He's looking to hit the Super 21! And this might be the end of Ricky Jelani. 1, 2. Hoxton, jaw dropped, eyes wide, spit flying. He can't believe it, but believe it he must. Jelani to his feet. Throws Hoxton overhead again with the fisherman suplex. German suplex. He's going in now. He's going hard in the paint. Stomp to the ankle. Hoxton desperate to get out of here. Another fisherman suplex. Another German. Hoxton getting absolutely tenderized here by Delaney. Back elbow. Off the ropes again. Headbutt. Gets to his feet. Lets out a woo into the pin. And will it be enough? No, it won't. Delaney not deterred though. Remaining focused. Every single fan in the arena on their feet and behind Ricky Delaney. Flapjack catches Hoxton. No matter what he tries to do here, Delaney's got an answer for everything. Punch to the gut, gonna back him up just enough for Delaney to take him for a walk over to the ropes. Irish whip. Tries to catch him on the rebound. Miscommunication though. Able to make up for it with that double axe handle as he goes up to the top rope. Another splash! It's like a tidal wave into the pin. 1, 2. What does Delaney have to do? What does this man have to do? He's going to try for it again. A third time. They say the third time's the charm. Hoxton doesn't want to hear it. Counters. Takes Delaney down onto his knee. Lifts him to his feet. Puts him in the corner. If he's looking for the Super 21 again, this match could be over. Delaney's not going to give him the chance, though. 110th straight slam again. But Delaney knows. Delaney knows he's got to do more than that. Dangerous Queen's Revenge a third time. 1, 2. Hoxton kicks out the Madman. The Madman. How does he have anything left? No! Another low blow right in front of the ref. Right in front of the ref. But Delaney, he brought his cup. He was prepared. A third splash from off the top rope. Backs into the corner, waiting for Hoxton to get to his feet. Big splash to the back of Shea Hoxton. Shoulder checks him. Hoxton dodging out of the way. Dangerous Queen's Revenge. Hoxton hits it a second time. Hits it a second time, but still Delaney refusing to be defeated with his own maneuver. Northern Lights suplex. How does Hoxton have the strength this late into the matchup to hoist Delaney up into the air like that? I'll say it again. Say what you will about Shea Hoxton, but the man's a fighter. Delaney's a fighter. The Juggernaut rallying. The fans on their feet. Back suplex. Straps down. Titties out. Ricky Delaney. Dangerous Queen's Revenge. A fourth time. A final time. And Ricky Delaney is the new undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. What a main event here at Ascendance 11. Ricky Delaney toppling Shea Hoxton to become a two-time undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Thank you everyone for joining me. What an event it was across all 3 days. And I will see you in the fallout. Until then, have a great night. Ricky Delaney, man. Standing tall, a glorious sight to see.